All right. Hold on 1 second, guys. A little bit of audio background. Sorry about that. Happy Sunday. I'm in the office just clearing out some stuff so I can get prepared for the Monday trading session. And I wanted to do a weekly video for you guys, just kind of analyzing the market. Apologize, we actually haven't had a video out in the last 2 weekends. Mitch is my business partner. Mitch usually does this video. He is doing a once in a lifetime tour of Egypt. So he's taking advantage of that. Really, I hope he's having a good time and all that. But he'll be back tomorrow. So what I'm thinking is, I thought I'd do today's video. Then we have the holiday coming up. So if you're one of my students, we'll have our Tuesday Zoom. Our Thursday Zoom will be canceled. My daughter has a half day, so we're probably going to do something fun prior to the Christmas, Christmas break. And then we'll be around in between Christmas and New Year's, but probably just our futures program will be live for that week because be a little bit more going on. So do a sip of coffee here and I'll be ready to go. Let's do the disclaimer. You guys have all seen this a billion times at this point, but got to do it for your safety and ours. And then I'm going to do a market recap. I'm going to see what happened to SPY, the Qs. We'll do Apple, Tesla. I'm not going to touch everything, but I figure we'll look at all that good stuff. And then we'll call it a day. And if you guys have any questions, my contact info will be in the description. And if you get some value from this video, if you would go ahead and just hit the like button and subscribe would be great. Tells the algorithm you like us and send more people our way. All right, so let's get rolling with the SPY. All right, so here's the SPY. We've obviously had a nice uptrend from here. We gave up a little bit, and now we've gotten it all back. The inflation numbers. Say what you will about them, the market likes it. Although the Fed's not telegraphing what they want, it is what it is. Not my job to know that, just to react to it. But we had that little top out there. This little bit, I think this is a bearish formation in my opinion. I know that's a little bit of a moderate candle right there. That's a 5-minute long we had during the week. I expect, let me not tell you what I expect, but I am going to be prepared for either scenario. I actually think we're going to head to the downside heading into the holiday. There's just nothing below here to get me excited. I mean, looking right here isn't a bad little area. Right in here, I'm betting there's something. If I drop down to like a 2-hour chart, I can find something worthwhile. But I'm betting we want to give up a lot of this. That's just information. That's not saying you should get it long from here. Like even here, not to say it couldn't work. It's just not my cup of tea. The structure of this formation here, and it's really from the Fed announcement. So I just prefer it not happen like that. So nothing really, making me excited to get long the SPY just yet. And then I'm not saying you couldn't get long on a day trade. I know a bunch of you day trade the SPY. So all good there. Just nothing that's my cup of tea. I'm not finding anything that I'm excited about or excited to trade. And I had a really nice week last week. So I'm in the mode of I'm looking forward to putting more trades on. So maybe I'll actually show that to you. Let's see how fast I get through all this. So I'll show you my short on the S&P futures. It worked out like gangbusters. All right, let's do the Qs. The Qs chart looks a little bit better. Hold on, let's start with the daily and work our way down. Yeah, the chart looks a little about the same. Like right in here, this level looks about the same, that little area there as potential, like little area of demand in there. I like it on the Qs a little bit better, funny enough, than I do on the SPY. And the Qs actually looks like it closing above there makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. Let's drop down to the 2-hour. We'll work our way down. Yeah, nothing really here on the 2. 1. All right, so this little area here is going to look, we got to keep an eye on. We'll see if we can match this up with Apple. Had a near miss there, but I think this is going to be okay. That's a very bearish candle right there. So if we get a move down, this might be a potential play. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go into my other monitor and grab a our trade room, and that way I can show you guys the ES trade. I just wanted to load while I'm doing this. Okay, great. So that's there. I like this quite a bit. Oops. And let's see what happens in the morning, and or when the futures open overnight. And we'll drop to 30. Yeah, this still looks pretty good. I like that quite a bit. Nothing below here is making me excited. Doesn't mean I couldn't make this little lower area to something, just nothing I want to like run home to trade for. Yeah, this looks like it's bearish, like it hit that little like area here is like resistance. Well, maybe even supply, right? And now if we head down, I like this area shaping up as to something that we can work with. So that's the Qs. Let's look at Apple, because then we can Apple is a really good proxy for the Qs. I like their options a lot better. If you're buying puts and calls, or even solid, but put in the daily chart of Apple. Oh, okay. I think I did this on our Thursday session, but they set up here. I bet that's going to line up kind of with the Qs. But like this move out, I like quite a bit. It does. This is again the bearish formation that we saw in the SPY, and I think we may have nothing really to hold Apple up minus news until we get down here. I'd be shocked if there isn't something here inside that gap there, but I bet that gap is from the Fed announcement. Let's drop down to 2. You could, there might be something in there. You just kind of have to be prepared if it doesn't hold to be ready for the next one. That's not easy depending on your level of, like how much experience you have as a trader. That's kind of the only game in town. Make the higher end of that. All right, let's stick to this on the daily. I am not going to spend time. My coaching students can get the extra time of like what to do there. So if you're interested in ever becoming a student of mine at Mitch's, schedule a call with the calendar link in the description, and I'll explain to you. I customize everything, so I'll find a solution for you that works for your account size, your goals. But I don't want to take too much time going through that when my coaching students should really just get that. Apple. I want to see. I think I worked at the IWM, so let's just see if it's still there. Yeah, the IWM. I like this area. A little less bearish on that, except for if the gap wants to close there. So we do have some demand right around 187, 183. A lot of candles in there. Not my favorite structure, but it'll do. Let's just drop down maybe 2 hours. Yeah, let's leave it at the daily. I don't want to get too crazy here. And then we'll go look at Tesla. And then I'll show you my ES short from Friday. Well, son of a bitch. I don't even. Oh, I think I mapped this out last Friday, actually, that little touch right there. We had that base drop there. Price came in, and then it struggled. It got low. I mean, if you were short this, I think you did the right thing. Oh, I remember who I was talking about. I had someone who's a momentum player, and I was explaining, retracements work great on Tesla too. And I was showing him getting short from there. It was just where to exit. And if you see here, if I drop down to the 2 hour, you'll see like a lower demand zone right there. So you'll see it came pretty close to that. And I usually like to get out a little closer to where the potential exit would be. This might have caught me a little bit flat-footed, but I'm a little bit more careful trading Tesla than I am, most anything. Tesla has a little bit more volatility in it than Apple. Apple is almost a little bit more predictable. But Tesla's back in that supply area. It hasn't broken yet, so until it breaks, it's good. I don't want to enter a trade here, like a short setup. But if you're in it, you're in it. It is what it is. So if we do break to the downside, there are some potential points that you're going to be careful of. This being the biggest one, the 225 area, but you may see a little bit of a residual. Let me change the color because I don't. Just make it orange. Yeah, I'm not saying you should get long there, but I'm betting you might want to be a little bit careful there if you do get short. Just my 2 cents. All right. All right. So we did Tesla. I don't want to go crazy. I was going to look at USO. If you guys want to see USO, send me a message. All right. So here's our chat room. Let me go in and show you guys the short I was talking about. All right, so here's a 5-minute ES short, and the all right, we should be good now. Sorry about that. So anyway, we had this move down here. Price dropped like a rock, a real tumble. We had the retracement in there. The retracement was not my favorite. I didn't love the entry into the zone. It gave me cause for concern, but I had a couple little odds enhancers that were telling me it was an okay trade. Now, let me show you my next part of the message as we, because I didn't put the take profit. I put take profit 47.70. So, about 7 points, which is about $350 a contract on the S&P futures, right? So price comes in, eventually tumbles out. This move down here, that missed my profit target by 50 bucks. Or maybe 25 actually. $25. And then I had to watch this whole thing happen again, come out, gets within my profit target, because my profit target's right at this lower green area. You'll see it came close there, and then came close there. Made me sit through 2 different times going back into my entry point where I feel like an idiot, right? Price eventually tumbles, and it gets me out on that candle right there, right around 12:45, I think, maybe closer to 1. And, eventually does make it another run down. And, I could have got another, let's see, 68 minus 70. So I could have got another 250 out of it, so it would have made it like a really good trade. I got 700 bucks. It's okay. My problem was they made me earn it. I put my message to my students there. You don't want to earn anything in trading. You want the trades to just work or not work, right? So I hate to have to sit through this, but I went about my business. I left to go get my son. My son goes to school only till about 1. So he doesn't do the 2:30 day. So I went to get him at 1 and just left the damn thing there and came home to some profit. So it worked out. But this was a very nice trade for the S&P futures. We do a mix of stock options and futures, really. Can we do Forex? We do. But now the futures are just such a better product for currencies than the Forex market. Just my 2 cents. But just wanted to show you guys that. Keep an eye on the market this week. We are still in Santa Claus rally mode, but that could end fast. I've had a couple of Christmases or going into New Year's, where there was like some problem and no one knew about it, like the China news or something like that that's been coming out. Wouldn't be shocked if that ruins everyone's New Year's who's long. So don't try not to get complacent. The market hates complacency. So they will hurt you if they have to. Okay. So hold on 1 second. I'm having one more audio issue. Sorry, guys. I'm recording the video on my phone, and I got a call from my daughter. So my 9-year-old called me, which was funny. All right, cool. So what I was leaving you with, because this is the last video you're going to get before holiday, Santa Claus rallies are great. When traders get complacent and they think everything is just going to go up in perpetuity, market tends to just smack you down. So be very careful. This is not a market, I'm at this for 15 years now. All right. And I'm not a big fan of just, wait and see. Wait and see what happens on your entries. But when you're sitting on profits, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, just really take that to heart. So that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you would go into the description and look how to get more information about how to work with us or follow us, I'd really appreciate it. Love to work with you. And I will talk to you guys soon. If I don't talk to anyone before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. And I will be back soon, and we'll be back to full strength right after Christmas. So talk to you guys soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.